Lots has been written and spoken about the Salford situation this week. The players, we believe, paid late last night, which was a strange timing. There's been, in my opinion, a distinct lack of communication from the leadership of this game. I haven't heard from any significant figure to explain to people what exactly is going on. So when the salary cap restrictions are reimposed and dispensations are then offered to cover for suspended players, everybody else, including Martin Jepson, for example, the Salford Tigers joint owner, I think you call him now, he's going, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So I'm doing my best to try and follow this situation, and I am really struggling.
Well, just to clarify, obviously the Midland Hurricane squad Challenge Cup pre-season was a different squad to the squad which they announced to play Castleford. There was exemptions made. I think Mark Sneed, Chris Hill, Callum Watkins came into that squad, which would take them over the cap. But they've been allowed to deregister players to get them into the cap. It's a confusing situation. There's a lot of desperate, quick decisions that have consequences, because these decisions actually...
They're delivered in silence.
Yeah.
John, you cannot find me an interview, a significant interview, with a figure of note that has got a leadership role in this game.
Not this time round.
There's a club that looked like they're going... There's a club that looked like they're going... I know you praise the RFL. You go...
I'm not praising the RFL.
You praised them for the way they handled the situation. You did when we were...
Early.
Yeah,
I spoke to Tony Sutton and Rodri.
Has Tony Sutton spoken to anybody publicly?
Not about this time
Has he addressed this issue with the game, with the fans that follow the game, of not just Castleford and Salford, but all the other clubs? No. There's silence.
And I think the silence, because it's bad. Yeah. It's rank.
That's when leaders stand up.
Hey, look, some
anybody could do it in the good times.
No, you're describing a certain style of leadership. You know, I just think the full situation is rank. All of it's rank. And we can talk about how it's communicated. We've had a club that's just whittled away, spent money, not been able to afford it for a long time. The fault lies with them, right? The communication of that we can talk about.
I don't think people have the answers yet. I think that's where the silence comes, and it's frustrating that we're in this position when the league has started. This should have all been sorted with final answers before. The questions will come: what happens if Salford fall apart now? What happens to league? Because games have happened, points have happened, and consequence to those points, whether that be injuries or otherwise. I don't think the answers are there yet.
I understand it's a dynamic and ever-changing situation, but that makes the need for communication all the more urgent and important, and we're not getting it.
Strong and clear leadership, Brian. Get a message out, Tony. Brian says. Get a message out. I know. You're right. No, you're right, actually. You know, it'd be an easy thing to just kill and just go, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing.
Take us through it. Walk us through it. We're all lovers of the sport. None of us like to see these headlines. None of us like to say, hey, wasn't Vegas great? By the way, the Salford players just got paid. We might have a game tomorrow. Which is what we did last night.
I know. It wasn't good. Because we were speaking in waxing lyrical about growth and ambition and opportunity. And then it's, by the way, Salford haven't got any cash to pay the players.
And no one wants to see it. There's nobody in Super League, opposition clubs, nobody wants to see Salford fall over. We want to see the stars of Salford on this pitch all season.
Hopefully it's done. Hopefully we're sorted.
I'll take your word for it.